For decades, Al Roker and Deborah Roberts have been one of America's most admired couples. Not Hollywood royalty, but something far more relatable. A partnership built on warmth, resilience, and a rare kind of sincerity that viewers felt every time they appeared on screen. The kind of couple whose presence could calm a stormy morning show, whose gentle humor and grace made audiences feel like they truly knew them. But behind the laughter, the light-hearted banter, and the polished professionalism, quiet whispers began to surface. The kind of whispers that start small, subtle changes, long absences, shifting priorities, until suddenly they gather weight. There were murmurs about strain, demanding schedules, health scares, conflicting obligations, and the emotional toll of two careers lived very much in the public eye. And so, when reports emerged suggesting that Deborah Roberts had allegedly taken formal steps toward a separation, and with it a firm set of settlement terms, the reaction was one of stunned disbelief. Not because long-term marriages don't face real challenges, they do, but because this one felt different. It felt personal. It felt close to home. Sources familiar with the couple described Al as deeply shaken, not only by the possibility of separation, but by the decisiveness of Deborah's reported approach. Those close to her have always known she is meticulous and quietly formidable. She built a respected career on integrity, clarity, and standing firm when it matters. But even longtime colleagues were surprised by what insiders claim she brought forward once the private conversations turned serious. According to those near the situation, Deborah's proposed terms weren't rooted in spite or anger. They were rooted in stability, in protecting the life she'd worked tirelessly to build, the family she'd nurtured through triumphs and storms, and the future she envisioned long before anyone imagined she'd be paired with a national television icon. For Al Roker, a man beloved for his optimism, kindness, and unwavering family devotion, the emotional shock was profound. Those close to him described a man grappling not with anger, but with heartbreak, with the weight of realizing that the woman he has celebrated publicly for decades, the partner who stood by him through health setbacks and career milestones, was stepping forward with terms that carried unmistakable finality. And as whispers turned into headlines, a clearer picture began to form of the pressures that quietly built up over the years. Their lives had become a constant juggling act. Al's early morning show commitments, Deborah's rigorous reporting schedule, their children's evolving needs, and the unavoidable demands of being two highly visible figures in an era where privacy is increasingly elusive. Add to that Al's well-publicized medical challenges, moments that brought the nation together in prayer, but also placed enormous emotional strain on the family, and it becomes easier to understand how even the strongest bonds can weather more than the world realizes. Whether these reports ultimately prove to be the prelude to a permanent divide, or simply the growing pains of a marriage pushed to its limits, one thing remains clear. This story isn't about celebrity scandal. It's about two people, deeply loved by the public, facing the kind of crossroads many couples reach behind closed doors. And for viewers who have welcomed Al and Deborah into their homes for decades, the hope remains that whatever the future holds, it will be met with the same dignity, courage, and heartfelt honesty that defined their journey from the very beginning.